Hello everybody. I just wanted to share some of the materials I used when I traveled on some of my trips to Europe. My first trip last year was to Italy, where I visited Rome, Florence, and Venice. I definitely recommend getting a good guidebook because it can save you a lot of time. Even if you have a smartphone, can Google stuff, it's not going to be like this, where this has everything concentrated in a book, and you can get good tips out of there that'll save you hours and hours. I also like to go against the grain and use real maps. So like this is a map to Venice. Now I know you can have a smartphone and it can guide you from point A to point B, but I like to see the whole picture on a map, so you can say, hey, I'm here, I've got to go over here, and then you have an idea, you have your bearings, you have an idea where you're going. But if you just rely on a smartphone, you don't really know what you're doing unless you see the whole picture like this, and you're not going to be able to see this much on a smartphone unless your smartphone was this big. So that really helped in Venice, and it just really, you could easily get lost because you knew you had an idea where you're at. And then when I went to Austria, of course this book came in handy as well. It highlights things that you wouldn't know to look for. You know of the main things to look for, but this highlights things that you wouldn't know to look for that are out of the way. And then this map of Vienna really came in handy because I could say, well, I'm staying here and I need to get over there to the other side of the river, but it lists all the districts and it really gives you good bearings. Then when I went on to Budapest, this book by Marco Polo was really handy. It pointed out a lot of good things, gave a lot of good tips. And then my map to Budapest here, you can see the Danube River here. The castle district's going to be on this side, and but you can see how the whole city is laid out there on this map. Now, like I say, a smartphone, you can go from point A to point B, but you're not going to really know what you did. You don't really have a perspective. But this, once you've looked at this enough, like I did, you almost don't even need a map. You can have an idea where you're going. You just really need a map of the subway system, which is really a good system there in Budapest. And then Munich, I had one day there, and that really came in handy. I also stopped in Croatia. Not sure where my book is from that trip, but I'll go ahead and post a link to my Amazon page where you can find these books and maps, because like I say, if you're going to ever go to Europe, it's really, I don't care how good your smartphone is, take a map like this so you can open it up when you're over there and you can have an idea of all the different places you want to go to, and then it's just so much better that way, and you'll have a lot more fun. So thank you very much, and again, I'll put the Amazon link to my Amazon page where you'll be able to find all these books and maps. Thank you very much.